Hello, so here we go for the first real video, as the last one was just the introduction. And right now we are going to view what my first week of training looked like. I'm filming this at the end of the week. So to put things into perspective, I haven't trained for almost 2 months now, because I was suffering from an injury that I had due to overtraining. I just had a tendinitis in both of my knees, well, behind my knees to be exact. And so now I'm retaking it slowly. So my objective is first, one session of swimming, really easy at around 1,000 meters. Then second session, it would be running as well, very easy on the running, as that was what caused my injury. And the third session would be biking. So again, like a newbie, I will just do around 15 kilometers. So here we go. I will show you what my first week of training for the Ironman looked like. Here we go. First off, let's start with the swimming. So as you can see, I did, according to the watch, a little more than 1,000 meters. So I was watching the wristwatch. I was actually just basing on my watch, and then at the end I realized it was based on a 33 yards pool. So I really didn't count how many times I swam each length. So I'm really not sure about the real length. I think it was more about 800 meters. But yeah, I realized this issue when I was already in the locker. So that was it for my first swimming session. I felt good. I felt a little pain in my hips, but I think it's nothing too serious. I'm definitely going towards the good direction. That's what I want to think, at least. So now I will show you my second session of the week, which was running on Friday after work. So here we go. Hello everybody from the weekend side of things. It's now Friday afternoon. I just left work, and here is where I am. First time in the truck. So I'm just going to go very slowly because I'm still recovering from my tendinitis. I'm just gonna do 10 loops, which will be 4 kilometers. I will be going slowly to avoid any injuries. And yeah, let's see how it turns out. So I'm aiming at 140 beats per minute. So let's go. And that's a wrap. 4K, 40 kilometers. So 23 minutes, 4 kilometers out of 5 minutes 55 per kilometer pace. Okay. So more data about it. Distance about 300 calories, 3,000 steps. Yeah, it's quite a good session. So we're done for today. Here is the track. It's actually the first time that I come here, that I ever come to a track actually. I usually just run around the city, in Paris, or just besides of Paris in Levallois. And so I wanted to complete what I said just before about the data with how I felt. So cardio wise, we saw it was a little bit more than I expected. I expected 140 beats per minute. We're at 152. So I think the number is overrated because I was not wearing my heart rate monitor. And also maybe I was too optimistic about the 140, to be honest. But I actually felt very good. I think I was working on my aerobic build, so that's actually a good thing. For your information, I actually participated in a half Ironman in September, and I think I'm still benefiting from the preparation that I had at that time. Then I have also been running a little bit. I have barely been swimming and barely been doing any bicycle, so it's basically the running that makes me build the cardio. So yeah, very good in that regard. Still some problems on my knees, my hips a bit, so I will have to just go and check that with the doctor. I really don't like doctors, but I think in this situation it's worth it. So yeah, that's a wrap for today, and see you. Oh, new light. See you in the next session for a bicycle session of the week. So take care, and let's spin it to the next session. All right, so as I couldn't film anything on the bike, let's just review my latest session, which was the one I did for the first week of training for the Ironman Barcelona 2022. So let's look a little bit the data. So I did a total of 15 kilometers 36. The good thing about this route is that it's only one stop, so it's very fluid all the time. So as you see, the average speed is not bad for a first training of the season. I could do a 46 kilometer an hour max on a downhill, enter a small tunnel, and the 38 minutes total of exercise was really good, not very stressful for the body, I think, for the first time. So I really advise you to go for a little shorter than an hour session to start with. Personally, my plan with the bike will be to increase 5 kilometers every week. Why thinking in kilometers and not in percentage? Because for me, the bike is especially difficult in the sense that the 5 kilometers that you do first are nothing compared to the 5 kilometers I will do when I will be at 90 kilometers, for example. The stress on my body of those extra 5 kilometers later on will be much more important, and that way I can increase in a non-exponential rate. So that's why I will be doing this. I have to do the calculation to be sure that I will hit my maximum distance 2 weeks before the Ironman, but in case not, I will just increase a little more to match the distance that I want to have, which will be 300 kilometers before 2 weeks before the Ironman, so by mid-September. I'm talking about weekly mileage, of course. And yeah, in terms of watts, 97. So don't really know how to interpret that. So let me know in the comments what you think about this and how we can actually analyze this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is what it looks like, so just beside of Paris. And let's go back to the studio and conclude this video. All right, so that's what happened this week. I didn't felt like quitting any of the sessions because of the knee pain, so that's a positive insight. Also, cardio-wise, I felt very good in all of the sports. Of course, I'm doing very short distances, so that's quite a good news. And yeah, about the feelings in terms of RPMs or anything else. Well, I think I'm a little bit above what I would like to be, but that's why I'm training. So my objective is to really get down that aerobic base and have these lower RPMs, especially now that we're in winter time. So it's very good time to get faster times with lower heart rates. And now, yeah, to conclude this week, I think it was a very positive start. There's a lot to go still. And yeah, let's see how next week goes. And until then, well, just take care and see you later. Bye.